Hi, I'm Abby.
And I'm Danielle.
And this is Piping Hot from the Parks.
Yay!
Welcome to another week.
Welcome back.
We're here. We're getting started.
Episode 11?
Yeah.
Wow.
I know.
That's crazy.
Thanks for being here.
Yes,
if you've been here from the beginning, or if you are just joining us for the first time today, welcome. We've been doing this since July now.
Yeah, I think. Or maybe a little
June?
bit. Maybe, because I went to Epic Universe in June.
Yes,
so,
we have been doing this since
like
June.
May?
Oh! It still feels so new.
All right.
Cool. Well, nothing really all that new or exciting since we last saw you guys. I feel like there's a lot happening right now in the theme park world with Halloween, and Halloween Horror Nights is starting soon, and Mickey's Not So Scary started, which we talked about a couple weeks ago. And yeah, we're just here soaking it all in.
Yeah.
Got the new test track that opened up, like a month ago almost now. And, some other exciting stuff that's coming out in the parks.
I feel like but there's quite a few rides that are going down. Like, we'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
Not to spoil anything. But one of the rides we're going to talk about for the news, it's been down. And in Spaceship Earth, I think today is one of the last days that it's open until it's closed for the rest of the year, which is so sad.
I know, I love her. But she needs a refurb, so.
She does.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It'll
she needs
fine.
A little TLC.
Yeah.
It's good. I'd rather them take a little time to do that and then her be in the best shape she can be.
Right. Yeah. Anyway, so we're going to start off today by talking about the polls that we did a couple of weeks ago for our Mickey's Not So Scary episode. We had you guys chime in and share your opinions, and I'm really excited to see what the overall votes were.
Yes. Okay, so very Halloween themed. The first one we did was, is August too early for Halloween?
Yes, which we talked about a little bit in that episode.
Yeah. The options were no, bring on the pumpkins, yes, wait until September, or yes, spooky season is only in October. No, bring on the pumpkins one.
Yeah.
Everyone pretty much not everyone unanimously agreed, but
right. It was a pretty big margin between that and the other two.
Yeah. I know personally I say wait until September, October, which we talked about a little bit.
Yeah.
I think also it's just where we live.
Right.
Like, we don't live in an area that gets cool until like November.
Yeah.
Late October. So.
But, honestly, let's be festive. There's so many things in the world right now that are not happy, and I'm like, bring on the holidays, man. Yeah. I need something to give me a little bit of serotonin.
Yeah. Whatever,
yeah,
can bring a little joy.
Right. What are the percentages on that one?
No, bring on the pumpkins won by 57%.
Okay.
And then second was yes, wait until September with 29%. And then yes, spooky season is only in October is 14%.
Okay. So, we like to be festive. I feel like there was still, 57% over a majority of people said that we're cool with starting right now, but I feel like there's still like a good mix.
Yeah, there was less people than I thought. I thought it was actually going to be like almost unanimous because I know a lot of people love to start immediately.
Right.
Like, as
like
soon as
July
can.
Is like done and like pumpkins.
Now it's especially like us theme park fans and everything where it's like, the parks are set up like August 1st. Like
right.
They are ready, so we are too.
Right.
The next poll is Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party or Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party won by 67%, and then Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party lost by 33%.
Yeah.
Which, I kind of figured. I feel like more people go to Not So Scary because they have more dates for Not So Scary, and it's a little bit cheaper. I know personally, I'm just a Christmas girl, so I
Yeah.
love the Christmas party a little bit more, but Not So Scary is so much fun.
Right. I should have thrown Jollywood Nights in there, too.
I wouldn't have thought
I didn't
about
even
that.
think about that because I was just like, compare the two. But, like, I personally, out of the three, would pick Jollywood Nights, so.
I think Jollywood Nights would be second for me just because I love Sunset Boulevard.
Yeah.
During Christmas time. Like, Hollywood Studios...
The vibes.
It's so good. Like, Magic Kingdom, like, takes the cake for me just out of pure nostalgia.
Mm-hmm.
It's beautiful, but also just out of... It's so magical. It feels like a dream. But then Hollywood Studios is up there. I love all of their Christmas decorations. I love Animal Kingdoms.
Yeah.
And Epcot's, too. Like, they all do an amazing job with the Christmas decorations.
Yeah.
So I can't wait for...
Yes. Yeah, but maybe we'll include that in a poll in the future.
Yeah.
So...
And then the last one was, are you going to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party? Which actually most people said no, not this year.
Mm-hmm.
About 67%, and everyone else said that they were. I won't be going this year.
Right.
And you said you might be going to Jollywood Nights, right?
Yeah, but not Mickey's.
Yeah.
Not So Scary. So I even had one of you guys reach out and say that you usually go to Mickey's Not So Scary, but you weren't able to go this year. So, I don't know. I feel like this year is just weird, and I feel like personally, and I don't know if it's just the stage of life that I'm in, but, like, it's been harder and harder to, like, make time to, like, do those kinds of things. And the economy is just... So, who has the money for anything right now?
Yeah, I think we're going to try to go to Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party.
Yeah.
Or Jollywood Nights or something like that. I don't think we're going to go to Not So Scary this year, which there's always next year. Yeah. I think that's something too. It's like if you are going, that's amazing. I hope you have the best time because it's a lot of fun. But if you can't go, it's like they have them every year. That's one of those things that's like they're not going to just not have Not So Scary or Very Merry Christmas Party next year. Like, it's going to be there. So, yeah. That's fun though.
Yeah.
Thank you for all the responses.
Oh, yeah. We always appreciate your feedback and participating in these polls. I think it makes it fun and a little bit more personal. And, yeah, we just love to know what you think.
Yeah. A little more interactive. We want to hear from you.
Yeah.
Because we're just yapping. We'll talk about it all day.
Right.
Like, we're happy to do that. And so the only other thing with the news or this kind of area of the podcast is... Disney kind of talked about Thunder Mountain and some of the little updates that they're doing. If you don't know, it's been under refurbishment for quite some time now. I can't remember when it went down. Forgive me. But it's been a while.
It was a while ago because I can't even tell you the last time that I rode that.
Same. Like, I think September of last year. But I know it's been open. It hasn't been closed all that time. But it's been a long time. But they did reveal they're going to add Rainbow Caverns to it, which is really exciting. And I think from what I understand from some of the articles, it looks like they're leaning a little bit more into the lore behind Big Thunder Mountain, kind of reminding guests of the lore, because I feel like that ride in particular, it can kind of just get lost depending on how long you're waiting and then if you're really paying attention in the cues. Like, it's not a ride that just flat out is like, you know, Haunted Mansion, where it's like, this is a haunted house.
Yeah.
Where, like, it's like, you know, actually a runaway mine train where people tried to mine and all these weird things kept happening.
Yeah.
And it's a ghost mine train. So, it's really exciting that they're kind of leaning more into that because I love the little backstories. And I do feel like some of those rides like that, it kind of gets lost in the queue at times.
It's almost like, how does this fit in with the rest of the park?
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
But I'm really excited for it to reopen. I don't think they've announced.
I haven't heard anything.
Yeah, I'm just glad they're not changing it for cars. I mean, it's going to fit in well with that area. But I'm just glad they're not. Yeah,
which, speaking of which, they have drained Rivers of America. R.I.P. I have mixed feelings about it. I mean, I'm excited to see what they do with it. It's just like, that was really pretty. That was a really pretty part of the park, was those rivers.
And I feel like it connected Adventureland and Frontierland and Liberty Square without, I don't know, it didn't feel like it was clashing with each other.
Right.
It just kind of connected all.
Yeah. It made for a smooth transition.
Yeah.
But we'll see what they do with it. I'm sure they have great ideas.
Yeah. It's hard to remember sometimes, but it's not a museum. It's a theme park.
Right.
So even though I did not care if they got rid of Tom Sawyer's Island, I will miss the Rivers of America.
Yeah.
I do know they're still bringing water into that area. There will be water with the Cars Land.
Mm-hmm.
Piston Peak, if you will. But, yeah, I'm going to miss the Rivers of America.
Yeah, me too. But I'm excited we get Cars because I am kind
Yeah.
of jealous of Disneyland
Yeah.
in that area. But it'll be cool.
Especially because ours is going to be different. It's nice that it's not going to be like a carbon copy. Like, there's going to do Radiator Springs exactly like they do over there. It's actually going to be a little... And I like that they seem to have, just... It's more like a national park in Radiator Springs.
I mean, it fits with Frontierland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm excited.
Yeah. So it'll be good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
All right.
I have hope.
Yeah, me too. I'm excited just to see what it is.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's all that I have.
Okay.
That was super exciting. Thank you again for voting on the polls.
Right. We love to do that. We'll have another poll for this episode. It's weird how we're recording this because these were the polls from the episode 2 weeks ago, even though it was really just from last week. But the episode that's coming out when we're recording this was also recorded last week. So, give us some grace. Unfortunately, we can't hop into the future and know the polls. And as of right now, we kind of just come into these sessions. Hopefully they'll become a little bit more planned in the future, but right now it's just kind of like, okay, what can we do? But I was thinking that later especially when we have guests and we have the topics picked out beforehand, that we might actually do polls before the episode comes out so that we can talk about them in that episode, so that it's more of the conversation has a little bit more flow.
Yeah.
Whereas right now it's we talk about something and then 2 weeks later, hey, polls, so I think that's something that we're planning on doing in the future. We're always learning. We're always improving what we're doing here. This is still very new, even though we started a couple of months ago. I mean, it's our baby.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're learning, we're growing, we're excited for the future, but just, bear with us. I hope that you're enjoying it thus far, but there are going to be so many changes. One of those changes is that before we get into the Reddit stories, we are going to start releasing our episodes on Thursdays now. I know we've changed it a million times. We're trying to figure out what works best for our schedules, because the last thing that we want to do is be late every single week with these episodes. So I think that Thursday is where we're going to stay, hopefully, for a really long time. But we'll, of course, keep you updated with all the changes and things like that. But that's just kind of a little bit of what I wanted to talk about before we got started with the next segment. Because I know sometimes, I personally feel, overwhelmed because, not a lot of stuff is very concrete with this at the moment. But trust me, we're working on it.
Yeah.
We're excited for what's to come. It just doesn't happen overnight, unfortunately.
Especially because we have no previous experience
with
most of this. So it's just us looking up YouTube videos.
Yeah, it's the blind leading the blind.
Yeah.
I'm I don't know what I'm doing. And she's I don't know what I'm doing either. So.
Yeah, thank you for sticking with us, though. We really appreciate each and every one of you.
Even, we don't have that many listeners right now, but we're hoping to continue to grow and, engage with you guys more, and just kind of make this a more personal thing, too. So let's get into these stories. I have to pull them up, though. So this is from Facebook, which has been popping off lately. I feel for a while I wasn't seeing all that much in the tips and tricks page, and now all of a sudden I'm holding on to the edge of my seat. So this person posted anonymously, and it kind of reminded me of a couple of Reddit posts that we've read recently. And it's really short, but they said, "I need help. Brought my son's friend with us, both 15. Today was our first park day. We went to Epcot and he wanted to leave after 2 rides, so we left. Now he announced that he doesn't like the parks and doesn't want to go back the rest of the trip. His parents sadly are not helpful. Meanwhile, my son is heartbroken as we love the parks, not to mention the money spent on 6-day park hopper tickets. Now what? I paid for this kid's entire trip. I am so upset."
Send him home if he doesn't want to go. Like,
yeah, I would just be baffled.
Yeah, especially if like the parents aren't helping. It's
right.
like, your child's ruining my son's. It's not a birthday trip. I wasn't sure.
Yeah,
if it was
I don't know
a
what
birthday
it
trip
is
for the son or something. But like,
yeah.
Come on.
I'm like, okay. I think the biggest thing to keep in mind here is that they're 15. If this was a 4-year-old doing this, I would be like, okay, they're 4. Like, if you don't want to do something when you're 4, you don't want to do something. Like, there's like, you don't have that sense of appreciation. Most 4-year-olds don't yet.
Yeah.
You're 15. Like, I need you to take a step back and be like, hey, my friend's mom paid for my whole Disney trip.
Yeah.
Let me try to be appreciative, and if you have to, like, suck it up.
Yeah.
Like, deal with it. I'm sorry you're not liking this, but it's the sense of, like, entitlement and that his parents
clearly are contributing to.
Right.
Not seeing this as an issue. We're trying to help.
Right. Like, be grateful. You know?
That's crazy. Yeah, I would say just talk to him and be like, listen, or
bye.
Send him home.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, it's like...
That's 6 days. It's not even like a 2-day where
right.
it's just like, hey, if you can just make it through the next day.
Yeah.
Like, come on. That's crazy.
Yeah, and it's like, it's either... You're going to eat the cost no matter what you do, really. You either have a kid who is complaining the entire trip, or you send him home, and, like... I mean, this is kind of a long shot, but is there another kid that you could bring instead?
Right,
like, send them home and then be like, hey, Johnny, like, we have a extra park ticket. Like, can you... But then I don't know if that would transfer. Anyway. So I'm gonna get into the comments. This had a lot of interaction. There were 2,700 comments on this one Facebook post. And so the top comment says exactly what we were saying. Eat the money and ship his behind home.
Yeah.
Which it's like, what else are you going to do?
Right. Like, you can't stop your entire vacation.
Right.
Because someone who's not even in your family either is trying to control the trip.
I know. Well, and I'm sure this was planned and had been in the works for months, probably.
Right.
You knew you were going to Disney for 6 days. What did you expect?
Right.
I get not being as impressed with something as you might have thought, but you're 15, you're still a child, but you're not like a little kid anymore. Like, you need to act like a 15-year-old.
Yeah.
The next comment down says, be the adult, tell him to get up and come on. Which, like, yeah, if you're not going to send him home, he just needs to suck it up.
Which, I mean, I definitely understand where this parent's coming from, though. It's definitely difficult when it's not your child to just be like, listen, like, you're coming with us.
Yeah.
Like,
but you have to be close enough to him.
Yeah.
Like
you're the parent for the week.
Right. To have someone come on a trip with you, I feel like you have to be enough of, like, a parental figure at that point.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not going on trips with friends who I'm not, like, somewhat close to their parents. Yeah. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Another person said, keep him at the hotel and go enjoy your vacation. Eat the money you spent on him, especially if his parents aren't helpful. Which, that's the other thing. I think that you could, like, if he doesn't want to go home, if he doesn't have a way to get home, like if his parents won't pick him up or like whatever, you leave him at the resort.
Yeah.
Give him some money for
like food and
for
stuff,
food.
But...
He can get room service and watch TV all day. If that's really what he wants to do, he's 15. He can stay in the hotel by himself. It's not like, again, it's not like he's a little kid. Like, you can leave him alone.
Yeah. Don't let him ruin the trip for you.
Right. Yeah. I mean, that's basically what all of the comments are saying. Someone else said, talk to guest services and let them know one of your members of your party unfortunately had to return home early and you'd like to see what, if anything, could be done about his unused days. Then call his mom and say, I'm sending your child home since it doesn't seem like he's enjoying himself. What flight time works best for you? Yeah, I mean, if you send him home, I would definitely ask and see if they can do anything.
Yeah.
Disney is usually pretty good at, like, trying to accommodate.
Yeah.
You know, if you're not using a park ticket, you're not using a park ticket. It's not like you're cheating the system.
Right. You're genuinely not
using it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they would be able to tell that. They can look at, how many times you've, like, checked in with that reservation that you've had to make or whatever. Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
So she posted a little update, or I'm assuming it's the mom. Update, thank you for all your suggestions and much needed help. This group always comes through for me. I had a gentle but strongly worded conversation with my son's friend. I basically laid out his options. Go home or get on board with us. He got on. That's good. Yeah. So a little bit of a happy ending. I think that's the hardest thing about being a teenager. I mean, I remember this. It was only 10 years ago that we were 15.
Yeah.
I remember, like, having very strong set opinions. And if someone didn't, like, sit me down and be like, hey, like, these are your options, then I was just gonna, like, kind of do what I thought was best for me in a way. I mean, I probably wouldn't have done this, but
same, yeah. But
sometimes, like, you
all
just
react
have to
different ways.
Right. You have to talk sense into teenagers. I don't think that there's always this thought of, like, what's the big picture? How is it affecting everyone else?
Yeah.
I don't like what we're doing right now, so I'm going to express that. But he probably wasn't thinking about how other people were feeling. And even, I mean, I'm a very aware person, so I probably would have been thinking about the money, but most 15-year-olds aren't being like, oh, this money was spent, and so if I don't go, there's money wasted.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, and I think while he is older and old enough to, like, know better, I think we forget, like, with some of that stuff, like, he's still a kid.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
He needs to be parented.
Right.
Like, just because they're 15, like, doesn't mean
that's still a baby, honestly.
That's a little kid.
Yeah.
Like, don't act like don't let them run it. Just be like,
yeah. Right. Like, he's old enough to know, right from wrong, but I think at the same time, he's 15, so
you still got a lot of learning to do.
Yeah. Parenting is needed, and I think the approach that this person took was the correct one.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
Especially because, they said they were gentle, but it was also a very strongly worded conversation, so that's good. They weren't rude, but just being like, listen here.
Because, I mean, as a 15-year-old, a lot of times you just don't think about all of the consequences and scenarios that occur because of your actions. And I have a feeling that this is probably what was going on, was he had an expectation, it didn't meet his expectation, so he says he doesn't want to go anymore, but doesn't realize everything else that comes with that.
Right. He probably didn't understand, like, hey, you're ruining everyone else's trip.
Right.
Especially since his parents weren't helping either.
Yeah.
And it kind of left the original poster in a really rough spot. Because it's like, okay, this kid's being a brat.
Yeah.
How do I... parents aren't wanting to help.
Right. And it's not your child, like you said. So that is a little bit more of like a uncomfortable situation when it's not your own child, because you also don't want to... You don't want to parent someone else's children.
Right.
But if they are in your care,
right,
then you do kind of have to do that.
You're a temporary guardian at this point.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad it worked out.
Yeah.
I hope you guys had a good time.
Yes.
This was posted literally like 3 days ago, 4 days ago, or something.
They might still be.
So they're I think they might still be at Disney.
Wow, I hope they're having fun.
So, yay! So that was that. All right. So this will be our last story today. But the last one was so short that I figured we would do another one. This one's pretty short too. So let's dive in. So this is from r/Am I the A-hole? And this was posted 3 years ago.
Oh,
so
wow.
She's a little bit vintage. Anyway, the title is AITA for dropping out of my boyfriend's family Disney trip. I am 29-year-old female in a relationship with a 31-year-old male. We have been dating for almost 4 years, and this trip has been in the making for 2 years. I have been completely on board to go up until recently. This trip is to celebrate the 5th birthday of my boyfriend's niece. I am backing out because the niece's mom will be 7 months pregnant at the time of the trip. I think her pregnancy will impede on the fun that everyone has on the trip. I also worry about her health with all of the walking. I have never been to Disney, and I want my first time to go to be amazing. I don't want to stop and rest every time the pregnant lady gets tired or needs a break. My boyfriend cannot guarantee me that we are going to go off on our own and have fun on this trip. We took a trip a couple months ago to a pretty much smaller amusement park, and we have occasionally had to stop to accommodate the pregnant lady. I'm not interested in doing that on this trip. My boyfriend thinks I am being selfish. He said that this trip is not about me. It's about a family celebration to celebrate his niece. He does not think I am being a supportive partner in this situation. I must add that this trip is already paid for by my boyfriend. I told him I would try to get my Disney tickets refunded and that we can use the flight credits another time. He is still upset that I am backing out. He is upset that I made the decision without talking to him first. He said that there was no compromise. He said I am turning down a fully paid for Disney trip because the trip may not go my way. Am I being selfish? AITA because I don't want my first time at Disney to be a potential flop?
Yes.
Yeah. Wow.
That's crazy. I mean...
Wow.
That's very selfish.
It is so selfish.
If it was something where they had planned this trip for a couple years and they invited the sister and the niece, and it was like they were going to be joining in on like their trip. Like say it was like an engagement trip. And...
Or just like a vacation.
Just a vacation. Yeah. But like, it's not about you.
No, this is about your niece.
And calling her the pregnant lady, like that's your
boyfriend's niece. This is about your boyfriend's niece. Her 5th birthday. And you were invited to go on this trip and you didn't have to pay a single thing.
Yeah.
If I could go on a trip to Disney and not pay for anything, I don't care what we do.
Right.
I'm going to go. I'm like, how selfish. Of course, the verdict was a-hole.
Yeah.
Like, how could it not be?
I just can't, especially because she's known about this for 2 years, and then just now she's like, it'd be different if 2 years ago she was, like, at the start, she didn't want to go.
Yeah.
But.
Well, I mean, obviously, she has not been pregnant for 2 years.
Right,
She's been pregnant for 7 months. But
also calling her the pregnant lady is actually crazy.
You mean your boyfriend's sister?
Yeah, like your possible. At this point, I hope not. Your future sister-in-law. Like,
yeah, I don't know.
I kind of hope the boyfriend deserves better at this point.
Right,
like,
that's crazy.
Especially because you just made that decision without
talking to him.
him.
And he paid for the whole thing.
Yeah. It's like it's his money that you're trying to get refunded.
I would feel slighted. Yeah. I would feel unappreciated. And you are a full grown adult. You are 29 years old. Grow up.
Right.
I understand wanting to have a good first experience at Disney, but guess what? You can still have fun if there's someone pregnant on your trip. Because here's the thing is that the 5-year-old's probably still going to want to ride rides.
Yeah.
The other people on the trip are still going to want to ride rides. Do you maybe you would have to take more breaks. Maybe you're sitting down for lunch instead of grabbing something and walking with it.
Yeah.
Maybe you have to stop for the bathroom more often. But also, I mean, keep in mind that while you guys do stuff that the mother of the 5-year-old can't do because she's pregnant, she's also getting that rest time.
Yeah.
While you guys are doing things. She can go use the bathroom when that happens. She can sit down when that happens. You don't know how it's going to go.
Yeah.
You don't know. And she tried to, like, make herself sound a little bit better about saying, I also worry about her health with all the walking.
Do not care.
Like, girl, don't
You're
even.
just mad that you're going to have to stop. Which, like, another thing, too, he said maybe. So say all this, like, you're already being super selfish, but, like, the niece is 5 years old. Say you went for a couple days, if you so wanted to, like, the child will probably need to take a nap at some point. The mom may want to rest. Like, you guys can still do something. It's not like you guys have to, like, sit in your hotel room. Like, if they decide to go back, I don't know, I don't understand this person's, like, thought process, because it's just so selfish. Like, you're getting a free Disney trip, and it's also, you're gonna have, if you go into it expecting to be miserable, you're gonna be miserable. Because you're gonna find every little thing and just, like, only see the bad parts. Like, you need to go in being like, this is, you know, the niece's, you know, 5th birthday, you know, she gets to have a birthday pin. Like, have fun.
It's for the kid. Right. You are almost 30 years old.
You can go by yourself. No one's stopping you.
I don't get it.
I don't either.
This is a free Disney trip. Not even for you. So suck it up. Just like the last one that we talked about. Like, what is it with all these people? But the thing about that is that you are twice the age of that 15-year-old.
And you're acting actually worse.
OP, is...
Because you know better, number one.
But also, this is just ridiculous.
Like, especially because my boyfriend cannot guarantee me that we're going to go off and do our own thing. Yeah, because it's not your trip. No. It's for the whole family. Yeah. Like, I don't know.
Even if she wasn't pregnant, you probably would not be doing everything that you want to do because this trip is for a 5-year-old.
Yeah.
Who can't ride all the rides.
Right.
Who's probably not interested in riding all the rides and doing everything that you want to do. I mean, if you wanted to go to, like, a bar on property and spend time there, this is a trip for a 5-year-old. Right. She's probably going to want to meet princesses or other Disney characters that you might not want to meet. She's probably going to want to eat at different places than you might want to eat. Like, this trip is already not for you, regardless of whether or not the niece's mom was pregnant at the time of the trip. Mm-hmm. It's probably not going to go exactly the way that you would want it to go. I'm sorry that your expectations are being slighted, but this is not your trip.
And it's something that we've talked about too, is like, we've talked about it a couple times actually in different episodes, where it's like, if you go in trying to control every single thing that's going to happen, like if you're like, knowing that you're going with a 5-year-old and a pregnant mother, it's like you going in and being like, well, if we don't get, our alone time, I'm not going and stuff like that. You have no idea what the day's going to be like.
Yeah.
The ride that you really wanted to do could be closed. You may have trouble getting a reservation for the place that you wanted to go eat. It might rain all day. Mm-hmm. It might be too hot. Like, you don't know. They might have to close all of Frontierland because there's a bear. Like, you don't know what the day's going to be. And so, I don't know. It's just so... I don't know. I just can't believe this person's
It's so selfish. Let's get into some of the comments. All right. So the top comment says, yes, you're the a-hole. You're a 29-year-old adult backing out of a paid-for family trip to celebrate a 5-year-old's birthday because it may not be, quote, amazing, unquote, for your first visit. You could have chosen to put a positive spin on it. You could have asked the birthday girl if you could partner with her since you've never been to Disney and embrace your inner kid, while also taking some pressure off her pregnant mom. But that would require thinking of someone rather than yourself.
Oh, okay.
You ate with that comment.
Yeah.
Okay. Ferris Wolf _9. Slay.
Slay.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's like...
This comment too.
Yeah.
The fact that she keeps referring to her sister-in-law as the pregnant lady.
That's crazy.
Reeks of resentment.
That's what we were saying. Like,
yeah. Like, clearly
like,
you
girl.
have problems. I think there's other problems with the sister-in-law besides just being pregnant.
Yeah.
Because you don't just, like, call someone the pregnant lady.
Right.
Even if you were upset about the fact that she's going to be pregnant, you would still say your sister-in-law.
Yeah. Like, that's insane. Like, you're getting a free Disney trip.
It's gross.
And especially, like, you've been dating for 4 years. Why do you have that much?
Yeah.
When it's, like, clearly the relationship between the boyfriend and the sister is not bad at all.
Yeah.
To where, like, oh, I have a bad taste in my mouth because, like, oh, like in some of the other ones where it's, like, you know.
The whole family dynamic is kind of screwed up. Yeah.
But, like, if he's paying for an entire trip for his sister and his niece.
Well, and imagine what he must feel. He's probably like, I'm so excited to go celebrate my 5-year-old niece at Disney World with the person that I love.
Mm-hmm.
And now she's acting worse
like
than
brat.
the 5-year-old.
Yeah.
This other comment says, if that's her attitude on pregnancy, then I fully expect to see another post from her when she becomes pregnant, whining about how no one would give her a seat on the crowded bus.
Yeah.
You're the a-hole. Horribly. She's just so selfish.
Yeah.
So selfish. There's not a single...
Have they responded to anything?
Let me see. Probably not, because, you know, they're probably...
Yeah. They probably were expecting... Oh,
no.
That's their only post.
They did not respond. There's no comments. Nothing. It's this one post, which was probably a throwaway account. And they probably weren't expecting to be roasted like this.
Yeah.
But, honey, this is so obviously you're the a-hole.
Yeah.
What were you expecting? Reddit is harsh.
Yeah, like, they're gonna be honest with you, and you're being super selfish.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
I can't. There's no comments. There's no update.
Probably scared.
They probably were expecting to get some validation that they clearly did not receive, because I don't see a single comment saying anything but you're the a-hole. There's another.
And there was one down there too that was talking like the same thing we were saying. If the OP is building up the trip so much in her head, then anything that doesn't go perfect is going to ruin the trip.
Right.
And nothing ever goes perfectly ever. Like,
exactly. Yeah, I like basically everyone is saying what we said. Someone said, hijacking the top comment to say this, OP, I can switch with you if you don't want to go. I can go instead. I've never been to Disneyland, World, whatever, and would gladly go with your pregnant future sister-in-law and would totally accommodate her needs too, smiley face. And oh yeah, you're the a-hole. You of course have the right to not participate in activities you don't wish to participate in, but it's a massive a-holery to back out after it is all booked and paid for. Mm-hmm. Which is so true.
yeah.
I just think that she is being so ridiculous.
Oh, I'll say this. One good thing for her boyfriend is that she's showing him exactly how she would be when it's time for a wedding.
Major future bridezilla vibes. Yes, so true. I mean, everything clearly revolves around OP. She just needs to grow up. She needs to start acting her age.
29 years old. That's crazy. Especially, like, in comparison to the fact that we read post
that was kind of similar about a 15-year-old, and the update was that after he was spoken to, he said, okay.
Yeah. He was more reasonable than this 29-year-old.
Yeah. So, anyway, we don't know how it all ended. There's no update. There's no comments. But I have a feeling that it did not end in the same way as the last one did.
Yeah. I hope that everyone else
had
fun.
A good time.
And if they broke up over this, the boyfriend deserves better.
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
and so does the niece.
Yeah.
She deserves to have an amazing trip. And then the sister-in-law deserves to have an amazing trip where she can rest. And
there wasn't even, I mean, and this is just OP telling it, but like, it would be one thing, I think, still selfish, of course, but it would be one thing if she was like, yeah, and now all of the plans are changing because sister-in-law is pregnant, and like, we're not able to do all of these things that we had booked. And like, that would be a slightly different. Again, still not her trip. Still not her trip. This is selfish, still for the 5-year-old. I would understand where she's coming from a little bit more, but like, there wasn't even any mention of any of that. All of the stuff that she's talking about is because of her assumptions about how it's going to go.
Yeah.
So, anyway, I don't really have anything else to say about that.
Yeah. I hope you didn't go and ruin everyone else's trip.
Yeah, exactly. I just cut it out, girl.
Yeah.
Find some empathy.
And grow up.
Yeah. All right, that's all I have for today. That last one was a good one to end on, I think. Thank you so much for listening.
Yes,
if you want to follow us on social media, just look up Piping Hot from the Parks podcast, and we are on Instagram and TikTok. We're going to start doing better with social media. It'll happen, I promise. I'm getting there. We're getting there. But yeah, if you want to follow us on social media, you can get all of the updates. Just be up to date, be in the know. Also, speaking of polls, if you have a story that you want to share, you can share it in our Google form. It is a quick little form. It could take you just 5 minutes to fill out. Just, type in your name if you want to be mentioned, and then tell us your story, even if it's not anything crazy. We want to know your experiences at the parks. If you had any opinions on what we talked about today, whether it was the polls, the news that we talked about, maybe you have a unpopular opinion about Thunder Mountain, please share it with us. If you had any opinions on the Reddit stories that we read today as well, we want to have a conversation with you guys. We want that to be ultimately what this is. We don't want to be talking at you. We want to be talking with you. So, just do that. And then if you want to follow us on social media, you can follow me at Abby's Magical Mems on Instagram and TikTok.
You can find me on Instagram as dreamer_Danielle_.
And as always, please rate our podcast wherever you're listening, on Spotify and Apple Music. It helps push us out and just grow our community with you guys, because ultimately we want to do this for a long time because we really enjoy it. So, do you have anything else?
I don't think so.
Alrighty. Stay magical. Bye.